All right, here we go. Controversy at its best. I am going to really be controversial on this one. The title of this video is Vets and Christians versus the Democratic Party. What I mean by that, I have, especially since I started this campaign for Senate, the question has been digging me: how do veterans and born again Christians justify being a member of and or supporting the liberal Democratic Party agenda? And what I mean by that, as a veteran, when I joined the Marine Corps and the 2 times I re-enlisted, I took an oath of office that says, I swear to defend, uphold and defend the Constitution of the United States of America against all enemies, both foreign and domestic. Now that's just the beginning of the oath. The rest of it deals with following orders and etc. Now I understand, everybody understands what foreign enemies are. But I think part of the biggest problem is a lot of people forget what domestic means. Domestic isn't about terrorist or stuff like that. Domestic means any entity, individual or organization, whose main purpose is the destruction of the Constitution and our federal government. Okay? Does not mean just people who are considered treasonous or traitors or whatever. Anybody who is directly working toward the reversal of our Constitution is a domestic enemy. Over the past many years, the Democratic Party has become very adamant that our Constitution is considered antiquated. I've even heard some college professors talk about it that way. I've heard on the internet, watching people make speeches, that the Constitution is no longer applicable. It was written in an older time. You know, they talk about, like, well, the Second Amendment's a big one. Well, it was written back when they had muskets. They keep forgetting, though, that the Constitution was also written to give us free speech back when they had a printing press. Okay? A hand-moved letters printing press. But, and like in the Bill of Rights, the Third Bill of Rights, the Third Amendment, the Third Bill of Rights, is that you no longer can be required to house soldiers, which has not been applicable since the Civil War, technically. But as a veteran, as someone who took an oath to defend my Constitution, and looking at the current Democratic Party and its agenda, I have trouble understanding how my fellow veterans can... we got some of them in Washington right now. That Tabby Gifford, Gabbard, or whatever her name is, from Hawaii. She's an Iraqi war vet. She took an oath of office as an officer, and she joined the Democratic Party. The senator who just recently gave birth is a combat wounded veteran and a member of the Democratic Party. I don't understand it. So please, somebody explain to me how you can give up your oath of office as a veteran to support and belong to a organization who is systematically working toward the dismantlement of our Constitution. And you're helping them do it. You swore to defend it, but you're helping them do it. And as a Christian, the second part of this, if you are truly a altered, at the altar, saved by grace, baptized in the blood, born again Christian, how do you support a party that pushes abortion, homosexuality, immorality, and is consistently working toward taking away Christ from this country? It's baffling to me. Now, I say I have a couple people I go to church with who are Democrats, but they've been Democrats for 60 years. Back before the Democrat Party started this war on Christianity. And they just haven't changed. Probably the modern Democrats would consider them traitors, because they don't believe in that stuff. But they still say they're a Democrat. But you have a party who, the chairman of the party, what's his name, Perez, came out last year and literally told people, if you don't support Planned Parenthood and abortion, you don't belong in my party, get out. You got the co-chair here just a couple days ago, goes, oh, we lost elections, we got women dying because we lost elections. Dude, what are you smoking? Okay? That's some pretty good stuff. But I just want people to soul search. I'm not chastising. It's not for me to do that. The Lord said, every man will one day, every knee will bend, every head will bow, and everyone will proclaim him king. And on that day, you have to give him justification as to your stance in pro-abortion and pro-homosexuality. Now, mind you, don't get me wrong, folks, because if you go back to my video that's on here already that says same-sex marriage amendment, you'll understand a little bit more. I'm going to say this. As a Christian, I love homosexuals. I have no issue with the homosexual. If that's the lifestyle you want to live, that's why I served in the Marine Corps. To give you the freedoms without persecution to be able to live that lifestyle. Okay? It doesn't mean that I support the lifestyle. It doesn't mean I have to agree with it. That's my rights in a free society to be that way. Okay? But to say you are a Christian, a Christ follower, God-fearing, Bible-reading member of Christ's church, and to say that you belong to an organization that believes that everybody should be allowed to be that way, that it's okay to kill a baby because it's not been born out of its mother's body yet, and an organization who believes that we shouldn't even say the name Christ. I just want somebody to explain that one to me. How can you justify that? Let's see what kind of a response I get, because I'm sorry, folks, I'm just dumbfounded.